You know that deep human need we all have for connection? What happens when it gets so intense, it pushes you to the absolute edge? Well, that's what we're going to explore today. This really powerful and yeah, often painful reality, all through one person's story.
So, let's try to answer a really tough question. And for some of you, this might hit really close to home. Why would someone, let's call him Alex, push his best friends away, the very people he loves the most? It just doesn't make sense, right? It's like a puzzle. So, let's see if we can piece it together.
All right, so first up, let's meet Alex. His story is really the key to unlocking this whole thing, this puzzle of what happens when connection feels incredibly intense, but there's this huge fear hiding right behind it.
Okay, I want you to picture this for a second. You're 20. You wake up one morning and you just feel unstoppable. Like the world is yours for the taking. You're on fire, charismatic, you can do anything. For Alex, this isn't just a good mood. No, he literally feels godlike on days like this.
But then, picture waking up the very next day, and all of that is just gone. Poof. And in its place, this crushing, soul-deep feeling of being completely and utterly worthless. The whiplash from that is just staggering. I mean, going from the absolute highest high to the lowest low, sometimes in just a matter of hours.
And this is so important to get. We are not just talking about a good day followed by a bad day. This is a massive, seismic shift. One minute, you're on top of the world, feeling godlike. The next, you feel like you are literally drowning in despair. It's the speed of that swing. That's the thing you really have to understand here.
So what is going on here? What's driving this insane emotional roller coaster? Well, if you look underneath the surface, there's this really powerful hidden force, and it's a deep, deep fear. Okay, so let's just ask it straight up. What is driving this pattern? Why these crazy highs and lows? And the big question, why does it make him push his friends away? It sounds completely backwards, right? But believe it or not, there's a kind of painful logic to it. And this right here from Alex, it gets to the absolute heart of it. See, this isn't about him being angry or mean. It's a defense mechanism. It's this deep down belief that being abandoned is just a matter of time, that his friends are going to leave him. So to save himself from that pain, he causes it first, on his own terms. It's like a preemptive strike to avoid a broken heart. You know, this intense struggle that Alex is going through, it actually has a name. And putting a name to it is the first step to really understanding what's going on behind these incredibly powerful emotions. What Alex is experiencing are classic characteristics of something called borderline personality disorder, or BPD. The simplest way to think about it is this. It's a condition where every single emotion, happiness, sadness, anger, you name it, is felt with this incredible, almost overwhelming intensity. It's like the volume knob on your emotions is stuck on max all the time. And when you understand that, you start to see this really tragic cycle. So step one, it all starts with this massive fear of being abandoned. Then that fear gets so big, so overwhelming, that it triggers step two. He pushes people away first. It's a desperate move to try and control the situation, right? To avoid the pain of someone else leaving him. It's a protection instinct that ends up hurting him more in the end. It's just heartbreaking. Okay, and it is so important to get this. This isn't just some textbook psychological concept we're talking about. Understanding this has real life or death stakes. And that brings us to a really sobering reality. I want you to just look at this number for a second. Over 50%. That figure right there, it's a huge warning sign, one we absolutely cannot afford to ignore. Because here's what that number means. Over half, over 50% of all teenagers who attempt suicide are later diagnosed with BPD. What that tells us, loud and clear, is that the emotional pain we've been talking about, it isn't just difficult. For some, it is literally unbearable. And that's why we're talking about this. This is the big takeaway here. Understanding why someone like Alex does what he does, it's not about judging him. It's about finding compassion. Because that knowledge, that's the first step. It's the foundation for building bridges, for empathy, and for creating real, lasting connections.
So I want to leave you with this question to think about. Now that you have this new lens, this clearer picture of the fear and the pain that can be behind these kinds of behaviors, how does that change things? How does it change the way you see the people in your own life? And maybe more importantly, how does this new understanding change the way you connect with them?